Do-do-do. Whoring your children out for fame is the topic today. That's the topic I want to talk about. How you can whore your children out for fame. I wouldn't whore my children out for fame. And maybe that's why, a couple of them is mad because I won't whore my kids out. Now, my mother was an actual whore. Like, she sold pussy. So she was willing to sell her child, sexually for fame. I'm not that type of person. I won't do that. If my child ain't got the talent, I'm not going to offer her body or his body to be able to gain some type of status in society, to gain some type of fame, as if that's more important than your integrity. See, some parents will allow their children to be a whore. I won't allow my children to be a whore. I'm going to make sure that you go to school and you learn what the fuck you supposed to learn. All the shit you supposed to learn so you don't have to sell your body. That's what I'm going to do. What these women did to R. Kelly, or these parents are doing to R. Kelly, I done seen the Hollywood mom whore their kids out. I seen it. I'm sitting there with my kids, and I'm listening to these bitches. I done seen these little 16 and 17-year-old girls when I was a kid fucking with 20, 30, 40-year-old men coming to get them from high school. Now, who is the pedophile? The little girl that's calling the man to do it to come pick her up? Or the man that's actually coming to pick her up after she called? See, that's the bullshit. See, you can whore your children out and thinking that, oh yeah, this ain't gonna be bad. It's gonna be a beneficial thing. A lot of these football moms, they whore their sons out. Them little boys that's getting beat up and damaged by the time they get into college is not worth anything. And the hopes of telling this little boy since he was a little kid, yeah, you going to the NFL, you going to the NFL. And when they don't go to the NFL, you know how broken these little niggas are? These little niggas can't do shit. They can't even sell drugs. My daughter bitching about one right now. She bitching about the nigga. He's supposed to be in an NFL, right? And all the shit that supposedly what he did was fucked up, messed up his career. Now he ain't going. He can't even get there. And now he can't do shit. But he's supposed to be out here making moves, but scared to move some motherfucker where. Broken. See, when you whore your kids out, you don't prepare them fully. I had a kid just wanted me to just push him in and just put him in the limelight and don't get no education. No, nigga, you get an education first. And that's what that little bitch ass nigga got mad about. Cause nigga, I ain't gonna just put you out in the motherfucking streets and just because you can dance or sing or and tap that. No, nigga. No, I'm a father. I'm a father first. You're going to get this education. I don't give a fuck about that entertainment shit. And that's why the little bitch ass nigga went back home. He got mad because I wouldn't allow him to perform. Because your grades wasn't right. You going to come in my house 5 o'clock in the morning 2 times. Oh, nigga, you think what you thought this was? You thought this was a game? You thought I supposed to be a daddy that owe you something? Oh, see, that's what you get when you don't have a father in the house, a real man. Because when a real man, a real father come up and start doing this shit, then you start feeling some type of way. You feel violated because your mama never taught you this shit. Now you feel a little, violated, like somebody did something to you. And all I did was just tell you the right shit, get you on the right path. You've been on the wrong path for so motherfucking long, you don't know how to get off of it. You think that's right. So now, as you sitting there, you thought I was going to push you up into entertainment. No, I don't do that. I want my kids to be smart. I want them to learn everything they can. But if you're going to be stupid, you think I'm going to rush you into some shit and be a whore my kids out to these entertainments, to Hollywood and shit, why you think King ain't with for? That's because of the reason we not allowing him to do all that dumbass shit. They wanted him in a dress. Sure did. You think we did that? Hell no. We ain't trying to whore our kids out for a motherfucking fame, for $1. But it is mothers out here because y'all don't know no better. You don't know no better. You don't know how to teach your kids integrity. You don't know how to teach them that. Tell them to go out there and find a man with a job and a big dick in a house that could take care of you. And maybe a kid that's by another man. That's what you're teaching your children? No, I'm going to teach mine as a motherfucker. This is how you do it. This is the way you do it. And it's the only way you can do it. If you don't do it like this, it ain't going to happen for you. And I sit back. I sit back and I let the shit happen. I look because I showed you the correct way. And you can't do it? Hey, that's not my fault. I gave you the right answers. But I will not whore my children for fame. And that's what's going on with these little girls and their parents. They try to hold their kids to R. Kelly, knowing that goddamn me, oh, it's a possibility that she sing and it's a possibility she be the next Patti LaBelle. Well, call me a bad dad. Call me a bad parent when I want my children to know how to read. See, my son don't know how to read too good. And definitely don't know how to spell too good. But when I'm trying to get him education, had a tutoring, the teacher tutoring him. He didn't want that. He wanted daddy to put him on stage with Stevie Wonder and shit like I did. He wanted me to take him all to the Oscar parties like I took King because he couldn't go because your grades was bad. You came in my house and disrespect me. So since then, your mama thought I was going to whore you out, here in LA, just whore you out to something. No, that's not going to happen, player. I'm a real father. A real father going to make sure that motherfucker get an education, going to get the right shit, not the false shit. And I'm proud of what I did. Very proud. Because, nigga, I see it right now. You can't even write a motherfucking, what was that shit? GoFundMe. You should have read that shit. You should have read the shit. It was like, who the fuck wrote this? A third grader? That nigga didn't get a dime on that mother. It was like, nigga, your grandma fucked up. It must be a little kid trying to write this shit, trying to get some money. Man, he can't even cash a check with this spelling. But I will not whore my children out. I'm sorry. I cannot do it. No. Nigga, you better go get an education. You better learn how to read first before you think you're going to get on the stage. I don't give a fuck you know how to tap dance. You better learn how to read. You can't sign no contract, nigga, if you don't know how to read. And what happened? Signed the contract with Nick Cannon, and what happened? Nigga, he put you on the shelf just like this. He set you just like, look, set you down. Don't nobody see you or nothing. You a signed talent. Yeah. What are you doing? What have you done? What have he gave you? Okay, I'll leave it right there. You're going to sign. Sign to what? What you sign for? What's the material? What they sign you for? What do they buy? What they buy from you? You got material? You got songs or something? So now, like I said, whoring your children out for fame is not cool. Look at the little girl R. Kelly going through right now because they parents. They not getting what they thought they was going to get out of the deal. You trying to blame a man that when sending a little girl on stage with him, putting them on there in hopes of she becoming famous. If you give your child to any man, listen to what I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck if he not a homosexual or not, but if you gonna throw your child on stage with any man, and you know how motherfuckers be acting at concerts, you did that to your own daughter. And now that your daughter realized, shit, here go a motherfucking man that take care of me. Goddamn me, I can go and do as I want to. I ain't got to listen to my mama or whatever. And the money that they was giving my mama, he gonna give it to me? Oh, shit, I ain't fucking with them. Look, why you ain't fuck with your daughter in 2 years then? Or why your daughter ain't fuck with you in 2 years? We're talking about whoring your children out for fame. A lot of these parents whore their children out, put their children on stage to be a whore. I've been in Hollywood. I went to many auditions when I seen mothers mothers. I'm sitting there. I'm the only man in the whole motherfucking thing. And these hoes sitting up there really hoeing their children out. I'm listening to them. I'm seeing them. And some of the directors be like, ma'am, if we want that, we'll let you know. We'll do it ourselves. That's what I'm telling you. I done seen motherfuckers, women, set up there basically just trying to whore their children out to be famous. And this is what this one of them cases. I ain't saying R. Kelly didn't do it or not. But at the same time, the parents knew that they shouldn't. You don't put your baby. I'm not going to a concert and putting King on no stage. King just sat in audiences at shows and shit. You think I'm going to go run and try to put him on stage? No, if they notice him, they'll come and get him. If they want him, they'll come and get him. Matter of fact, they won't even come and get him. They'll come and get me because I'm his parent. How about that? How about that? Who's his son? Who come in? What's the paperwork when he came in here? His father name is what? Can we get a Kenneth Berry here? Kenneth Berry, we need to talk to you. Come to the stage real quick. That's what they would do. But I just seen mothers. Oh, you think this hair is right? Oh, is the vest is right? I should have permed your hair. I should have did this. Why she ain't putting them in the front? My son is better than him. My son look better. My daughter look better. She got the better dressing. I seen that shit firsthand. I seen mothers whore their kids out. You should see it. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. Just for fame, because you're looking at a lot of women that never became shit. A lot of women still sit in the house on their fat ass smoking cigarettes and smoking blunts and ain't became shit. Them bitches wanted to be a cheerleader. They had a beautiful body when they was a teenager or a young woman. But now they big as the Grinners. They bigger than Grinners, goddamn me, off of motherfucking McDonald's commercials. Yeah, don't nobody want to be held accountable for this shit because, first of all, that's child endangerment. If you putting your child up on the stage with a known sex offender, that is child endangerment. If R. Kelly was accused of this shit, why would you, and at the time or whatever, and he didn't, why would you put him on there? Check this out, real talk. I'm not putting my child in a house with Jeffrey Dahmer. Real talk. Even if they found him not guilty for eating people, you think I still would let my baby go over Jeffrey Dahmer's house? Even Michael Jackson. I like Michael Jackson. I love his music. And just like D.L. Hughley said, he said, for not listening to R. Kelly or Michael Jackson or any of their music is like trying to what do you say? That's not listening to, trying not to listen to the national anthem. If we stop, goddamn me, listen to R. Kelly or Michael Jackson, we have the same right then to not listen to that national anthem shit then. How about that? If you want me to forget and stop playing that shit, because look all the dirt that these honkies did, and we still listen to the national anthem. Them honkies murdered us. Them honkies killed us. And matter of fact, inside of that national anthem, the third verse talk about how our foul black foots of the slaves that was here before them. You see what I'm saying? So fuck what these honkies talking about. Let's not listen to the national anthem because these honkies then murdered a lot of black people. Since you don't want to listen to R. Kelly because he's supposed to have sex with Christian music too. Yeah, quit listening to Christian and Catholic music because them honkies sit up there and rape them babies. Huh? Which one of y'all ready to stop listening to gospel music? If y'all my friends today, I want y'all to post this. Post this, Sheena, today, and ask them motherfuckers on Facebook, are you willing to stop listening to Christian music because of all the pedophilia that white people have done to black people throughout history? I know bitches gonna be mad. I can't wait to get back on this motherfucker. Can y'all do that for me? Somebody send out that message for me today. Ask the Christians, are you willing to stop listening to church music because all of the pedophilia and molestation throughout the churches. Huh? Ain't nobody gonna say. Ain't nobody gonna. I ain't got friends like that to ask that question because they gonna have somebody mad at them. Somebody gonna be mad at them today. Ask that question, baby. Post that. Post, are you willing to let go your church music for all the molestation throughout history they have done to black people? Are you willing to stop listening to the national anthem, the American national anthem, because all the murder and kill and the verses that they took out about how they feel about black people? Are you willing to stop praising that? And let's see how many answers we get and what type of answers we're going to get. Because now then you got to hold accountability for somebody. See, since we in Lent, you know what I'm saying? This the bullshit. So I didn't know that people be walking around with ashes on their head because of the Jesus is not going to come back as ashes. He's going to come back as himself or whatever. So you put a ash on your head for the spirits. and I guess the calling, they got a call, so they use the ram's horn to do the calling.
Yeah, I've seen.
You know, to wake up the souls that Jesus woke up for all eyes to see. So basically, Jesus. Jesus did a Thriller album, a Thriller video. He woke up when he's supposed to woke up from the dead. He was on his date. They will not unfreeze you for shit. Well, baby, this is what they trying to do because they know I'm getting on their ass. I just talked about whoring out their children. Okay? White people want to sit here and blame black people for not wanting to stop listening to R. Kelly and not want to stop listening to Michael Jackson. Well, if we have to do that, let's stop listening to the American anthem. Because all the murder and killing and rape that these people did inside of that song, inside of the song of the national anthems, let's stop listening to that bullshit. Let's stop listening to that hunky music called the national anthem that they raped and killed us with. You see what I'm saying? Let's stop listening. And that's why they probably freezing me up, because they don't want me to say this. They don't want me to say that, the American. Hey, what I want y'all to do too, I want y'all to go on y'all page and post today. Black people, no.
Black folks, are y'all willing to stop listening to church music for all the sexual violations done by the church members and pastors?
Yeah, now, say that again, baby. Say that again. They ain't looking at you. They ain't looking at you.
Black folks, are y'all willing to stop listening to church music for all the sexual violations done by church members and pastors?
So I want y'all to go write that today. I want y'all, Ebony, I want you to write on your page, are you willing to give up church music and the national anthem for all of, I know, I'm telling them, for all of the molestation and abuse that they have done throughout history? We ain't got to put R. Kelly name. We just going to put that.
It's just a question.
It's just a question.
Because everybody want to stop listening to R. Kelly music as if they were not ever listening to that shit.
Yeah, you came into some real shit today because basically, I've seen personally here in Hollywood how the mothers whore their children out. And the topic of this session is whoring kids out for fame.
See,
by the parents.
That's why we still in the same boat, because we didn't whore our
kids
out.
Yeah, we're not going to put King in a dress. We're not going to throw King on a stage to a known pedophile just to see if they're going to be able to become famous and shit like that. We're not thirsty like that. Yeah, he not spending the night over nobody's house. Matter of fact, King little girlfriend, through the entertainment, she called him for a date. She come and pick him up in a Tesla. They the same age, and she got a white nanny. She's a black little African girl, okay? That's the type of shit that we was doing to our kids. We
but he still don't get to spend the night.
He get groomed to be in a relationship with a girl that his age that we know that's a girl.
And it comes from a decent family.
It comes from a decent black family. You know what I'm saying? You don't send your babies nowhere other than things like that. You have play dates with the kids. You don't have play dates with a famous grown-ass person. What's wrong with a grown-ass person who want to play with a kid? Now, if that grown person had a kids and want your kid to come over and play with them kids, that's a different story. But you don't send your babies over there with no grown motherfuckers. And if they not working, shit, my kid going over there to work. Shit, he's going to get filmed. And if you know the entertainment business, no matter what, at least one parent should be on set with his child. Under the age of 17. At least one parent. They don't give a fuck. If you under 17, the law of Hollywood, you got to be on set with your kid.
Not admitted without parents.
Yeah, you're not admitted without parents. And that's real shit.
Not admitted without parents.
So why you throw your baby on stage? Because you don't know the game. You rather whore your children out and put them out there like that. Say it again. She said, baby, read that again.
Oh, hold on. Please, hold on.
Okay, well, just basically ask anybody, or just make the quote of saying that, are you willing to let go church music?
I said, black folks, are y'all willing to stop listening to church music for all the sexual violations done by church members and pastors? Because I know that it ain't just pastors that molest kids or rape women or whatever. It's the deacons and board members and
it even be goddamn me the choir director. He fucking somebody. He had church looking for a man too. Shit. He had church looking for a man too. He asking the Lord to bring him a man. Shit, y'all need to see my cartoon. Did you ever look at the cartoon?
I missed it, but I have.
You gotta see, I got a new one. I got Jesus talking to John. They having a whole conversation. So, just think about that.
Not listening to church music is hard.
And because honestly, the other day, y'all know I don't listen to church music. Y'all know what I was listening? I was listening to Lionel Richie.
Who?
Lionel Richie. He got a church song.
Lionel Richie?
Yeah. Jesus is Love. I was listening to Jesus is Love. I love that song. I don't care about, that ending, Jesus is love. I like how he say that. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is love. I love that whole song. But it don't make me feel like I love some fag named Jesus, you know what I'm saying, that they made up in a book to keep me as a slave. No. I love that Lionel Richie made that song and it sound good. You know what I'm saying? So am I willing to give up that song because the Christian and the popes been sitting up here playing with these babies?
Right.
I'm going to say no. I got to say no because them honkies ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, with the Pope and the molestation of these children. Lionel Richie ain't got nothing to do with that, so why am I going to let? But it's a Christian song, so how the fuck you gonna sit up there and think that R. Kelly song, that these people that set up here, these people that threw they kids in this man's lap, and I'm supposed to stop listening to his music? Because the parents was sitting up there, grew up listening to this man's music and know he's a musical genius, and you throwing these babies in this man's lap, whether he's a pedophile or not? You threw your baby in this own harm. If you can't get your ass up and do it yourself, you always doing the baby a harm. That's why these football players and shit, the football moms, that's why you disappointed. You only got a few football moms that actually do, basketball moms, baseball moms, that they child and actually went through, because all the rest of them got to suffer because of the injuries. They didn't last in the NFL or the sports world of being famous too long and all that shit, so they didn't make out to be anything. So you still got all these millions of people hoping and wishing that their kids would be famous because of football or baseball or some dumbass shit like that. And the boys suffer. The boys suffer. Your kids shouldn't go nowhere without you. Yes, they did. That's the topic of this whoring kids out for fame by the parents. That's the topic of this shit. That's why I wanted to talk about this. So I didn't want to last too long on here. I had to say it, and I'm going to cut it off to cut it back on because I want to post it on YouTube.